Hi guys, I hope you have a wonderful day and welcome back. So today I will show you how I mix the soil to grow a big and healthy vegetable in my garden. And I know there are so many different methods out there how to amend the soil, but today I want to show you how I mix mine. And it's working for me so well. As you guys can see, all the vegetables in my garden are grow so beautifully and healthy. So I lay the weed resistant on the bottom. I'm using the regular weed resistant, and do not use the heavy duty one because you will have problem with drainage. And I lay a couple layers of the cardboard. Just want to make sure that you remove all the tape and don't use the cardboard that have prints, color prints and all of that. Just use a plain one. And then if you have vegetable scrap, some dry leaf, branches, just toss everything in because this will decompose and it just give a lot of nutrient to your soil. The next layer, I'm start adding the soil. So I'm using the potting soil, but you also can use raised bed soil. But for me, for some reason, I just love the texture of the potting soil. So for this layer, if you have old soil, you also can mix together with the new soil. So I add 3 bags for this layer since I don't have old soil. And just make sure you spread all over your bed evenly. And the next layer, I add organic compost that I purchased from the local nursery. I use about a half of the bag for right now. And now just spread the compost and mix with the potting soil. The next layer, I just add 1 more of the potting soil over the top of the compost. I also add some organic compost that I made in the garden. So this is the wormy compost that contain a lot of worm casting, and also adding some live worms so they can make compost and worm casting right in the bed. And make sure you mix them in the soil. It kind of spread them all over across the bed. And then I add the last half of the compost, organic compost that I got from the nursery, mixed with the homemade compost. Now the last layer, I add 1 more bag of potting soil and you spread all over and make sure it's nice and even. So I use total of 5 bags of soil. So normally we just use a lot of soil at the beginning. But then the next season, I just refreshing the soil, just add, some more compost and maybe just 1 or 2 bags of soil or new soil. And that's pretty much it. So we just spend a little bit more for the beginning. And time for topping, I love to add Azomite. So Azomite is a very good source for crop, compost, and potting soil. And it's also have increased the size and yield for the fruit. And also it's excellent for coating the seed or irrigation for maximum germinations. For the usage, just follow the instruction. And next topping, I use the all-purpose fertilizer. This is also organic. And that's the only 2 topping. And I use this every time at the beginning of planting. It's a little bit of dusty, so make sure you wear a mask. Right now, I'm just fluffing the topping slightly on the top of the soil. And as you can see that the soil is very fluffy and ready. So I'm planting some of the Chinese green. This one is cauliflower and some other greens such as Napa cabbages and bok choy. just drop in the comment below and I will try to answer as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.